Okay, this video is clickbait, so let me get my thoughts on the title out of the way. So, it amounts to this. Maxi Boy is bad and in the wrong, but Critical also should not have just approached it so casually and just made an off-the-cuff video with pretty weak evidence of a couple Reddits and some unfounded claims. Sadly, Cr1t1kal video on the matter was actually what convinced me he was a creep, ironically. Hey, there's a win for Gamicus. Also, people on my content knew a couple people wanted me to discuss the Maximilian video and the what was his name? It was not Shade. It was the creepy ass artist who made the Incredibles horror. I forget his name. People want me to discuss those because they were just ironic, bro. But like honestly, I don't even think the Gomster handled those wrong, which is why I did not include those in my video. Man, if his ratio was genuinely 6-for-0, my god. It's already pretty bad though. It's like 4-for-2. It's not a good ratio. But moving on. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that situation. I don't really care. So, what I really want to discuss is my last upload was deleted for harassment and bullying, which is very ironic given that it wasn't even critical. It wasn't even a joke at anyone's expense. It was basically saying PewDiePie got deleted. That's not good. That's mean. We shouldn't be mean. And I made like one passive aggressive dig at the commentary community and that's it. It was a 10-second meme. And it was deleted by a certain 100 million sub channel. I don't really appreciate that. I'm just saying, that would have gotten me more clicks, but I already have one harassment strike already. I don't want to get another just for mentioning someone's name or showing footage. If this gets struck, then fucking Christ. But regardless, I want people to spread the word that Cr1t1kal is just completely unrelated to another thing. Cr1t1kal is false striking small creators or getting YouTube to false strike small creators, or maybe YouTube is white knighting them for no discernible reason. I want you guys to spread it as much as you can. Get people I don't even like to spread the word. I don't care, because this is going to keep getting worse and it's going to keep spreading to more people. I'm going to provide some evidence of what happened. So I kind of want other people to be discussing this instead of me, because it's kind of dangerous for me. This is my second strike. The first one was for a harassing video that no one saw because it was impossible for people to see. It was a joke video of it was a much worse Carson joke video. I didn't even list it, and it was basically just a compilation of people telling the audience to shut the fuck up. So, you gotta love YouTube's policies. Is this a precedent? Sadly, no. It's not a frickin' precedent. Maybe it'll be one when it's like if they try deleting PewDiePie's channel. That would be a scary precedent, but it's... As for now, sadly, YouTube's been doing this for a few years, and YouTube is fucking terrible about this shit. So I gotta love how I can only get paid if I make $100 a month, and so far I've made... It's a struggle for me to make, no joke, 2 a month. I have made more this month than last month, which is $1.60. Whatever, YouTube's not a job. But my other jobs, I got like 4 different ways to get income, and I only obtained $7,000 last year. Whatever, fuck off. Good news, though. I've decided to stop trying to use After Effects in my next video, which was going to be absurd. Luckily, I actually tried with my mic and I used it in some Audacity so it sounds legible. It sounds a little robotic and metally, but it doesn't have this awful background noise, this terrible background noise. I can't even hear anything right now, but I'm sure I'll hear it when I put it into the audio. Let me guess, yes. So I'm going to try to do my 1000 sub special, which is a content nuke, because that's not even a thing anymore. Thank God I hated that trend, but I used it. I was actually kind of the last semi-big content nuke. I'm proud of that, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. Well, whatever. It's Then again, Mr. Anime 9001 made an amazing content nuke on my least favorite YouTuber, who was Mr. Anime 9001, for his 400 sub special, so I gotta beat him. Luckily, this is going to... most of the video for the content nuke is already complete. So that's some good news amidst this trash heap of trash. But, you know, I never really trusted Cr1t1kal. Even though he's right, he only happens to be right because none of his evidence is actually good. That's my thought process. He's not a good... you know what? I'm gonna ramble about Cr1t1kal being overrated as hell. He kind of says mainstream stuff, like, without much analysis. He's kind of the king of easy targets. He doesn't put much thought into the things he says since he does things so often. So, which makes it easier for him when he's going after mainstream targets that he says aren't mainstream, but they are. You know, that kind of thing, like Among Us is so overrated. Am I right, my guys? I'm so unique. No, everyone thinks that. Now, I'm not saying that's what Cr1t1kal said, but a good example of that, for example, is like his Aquaman video. It's like, ooh, DC, that's an easy target. You can criticize that without too much backlash. But he criticized the Aquaman poster just because it was using stock images of sharks. Which, in addition to that being a nitpick, it's not even a nitpick. A nitpick would imply some validity, but it's just not important. Because stock images are specifically designed to be bought by movie poster designers or other big budget, the poster looks good enough. Come on, Cr1t1kal, fuck off. And also when he was talking about how, ooh, one of the new Pokemon is just a rock in Sword and Shield, like, oh, Geodude? Okay, poo.